In today's video, I'm going to touch upon the second dogma from W.V.O. Quine's paper, Two Dogmas of Empiricism. In our previous video, we have dealt with the first dogma. Now let's move straight to the second dogma. In Quine's word, the second dogma has been stated thus: each meaningful statement is equivalent to a logical construct upon terms which refers to immediate sense experience. What all this dogma is pointing to? This dogma is just referring to the verification theory of meaning, the radical reductionism, in other words. So the verification theory of meaning and truth has been championed by philosophers like A.J. Ayer and logical positivists. They assert that the meaning of a statement lies in the method of empirical verification. To put it differently, that each statement is meaningful if and only if it is empirically verifiable or confirmed through observation or logical analysis. So this theory has been very influential in the early 20th century to the mid 20th century, but later on it has faced a lot of criticism, especially from Quine, so today we are going to discuss Quine's attack on the radical reductionism or the verification theory of meaning. Now I'm going to analyze the main thesis of radical reductionism. The first main thesis goes as meaning of a statement lies in the method of empirical confirmation or disconfirmation. The second main thesis is that each meaningful statement is translatable or reducible to a statement about sense data. Radical reductionism sets itself in it the task of specifying language about sense data, and it shows how to translate rest of the discourse statement by statement into sense data language. They put emphasis on the statement over term or word as a significant unit of a significant discourse. That means they prioritize statement over word or term as a unit of a significant discourse. Now I'm going to take you back to the philosophy of Bertrand Russell and Ludwig Wittgenstein and their philosophy of logical atomism. If you remember, they have stressed on the elementary proposition or atomic fact, and their primary objective was to find out the logical structure of elementary proposition, and which corresponds with the elementary fact. There is one-to-one isomorphic correspondence between elementary proposition and elementary fact. So they have emphasized on elementary or atomic proposition as a unit of a significant discourse. Now in Quine just is talking about the reverse of that. He's saying that later on we shall see. Now for the time being, you just understand that the main thesis of radical reductionism is that they emphasized statement as significant, as a unit of significant discourse. So they prioritize statement over word or term. Now the verification theory of meaning and truth, these keep on influencing modern empiricism. For them, to every meaningful statement there is associated a unique possible range of sensory events, and that occurrence would contribute to the likelihood of truth of that statement. And also there is associated a unique possible range of sensory event that would add to the that would detract from that likelihood. Simply put, for each meaningful statement there is a corresponding sensory event, either that that would contribute to the truth of that statement, or it may also be the case that there may be associated possible unique range of sensory event that may detract, that may disconfirm the from that likelihood of that statement. That means it may falsify the statement. So the meaningfulness of a statement just depends upon the method of empirical confirmation or disconfirmation. So now radical reductionism is proposing atomistic assumption. That means each statement in isolation, taken in isolation from its fellow statement, can admit of confirmation or disconfirmation. Now Quine challenged the atomistic assumption of radical reductionism. So now there starts Quine own point of view. Now Quine attacked the atomistic assumption so as to establish his account of meaning, that is meaning holism. Meaning holism asserts that our statements about external world faces the tribunal of sense experience not as an individual but as a corporate body. This is the tremendously significant statement from Quine's paper. Now we are going to shed light on this particular statement in our next video. Along with that, we shall try to understand Quine's conclusion, how Quine is seeing empiricism without these two dogmas, and his conception of science. So let's wind up here. We shall discuss the rest of the parts in the next video.